Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm back today to work on the coffee and chocolate journal, of course. We have trained our spine to come together fairly good there, so they should stay nice and even, and the book so far is opening and closing beautifully, so no problems there. It's not cracking, it's holding together. It's actually really a beautiful, wonderful cover. I wish I didn't have to poke holes through it to put my signatures in, but that's the way I set it up. Had I have had my signatures all ready to go when I wanted to get this inside finished, I would have went ahead and done a hidden spine, but because I wanted to get the cover finished, I needed to go ahead and put the pieces together now. Otherwise, I would have waited to put everything together and put in the hidden spine with the signatures and then put in the covers, the inside covers. So we are going to poke holes through our beautiful spine, and we'll probably find a beautiful cover to put over it. I'm not sure yet what we'll do about that. So today I need to cut down my last 3 signatures. Now they all should have approximately 21 sheets of paper in them. I hope. I'm going to pull out this, I think it's called cicada paper. I think it's like a see-through wing there. But I'm going to pull those out because they're so soft and so flimsy and so fly away. And I want to cut it down anyway because I don't want it in the way. I just want it in there for fun. Just for the feel of the weird little fabric. And now look at what I've done to it. Oh, well, let's fix that. We'll just make it crooked. There. See? We can do anything we want. We can change it. We can do everything. Okay, so we're going to cut this one down today. We're going to cut some pieces off, and hopefully I don't have anything in there that is a fold over. However, if we do, this is a good time to cut it off and make the book fit together. And then I'm looking for my knife. And only then. Oh, hang on. I'm grabbing my knife. Knife. And then, if we cut off a fold over, we can add something new to it. So I'm making these the width of the first cover here. Okay, I'm going to do my best. Cutting the cover like this, a signature like this, takes just a slight bit of patience. I am not known for my slight bit of patience when it comes to doing things like this. I like to just get going and, kind of like sewing. I like to sew quickly. That's not always the best option, but it's what I like to do. But it's not the best option. So, the idea here that I'm trying to tell you is take it easy, go slow. It works far better. You get far better cuts. And far fewer mistakes. It's easier to control where your knife is and what pieces are coming off if you just have some patience with yourself. It takes just a few minutes. It's really not very much time at all. It's always easy to get off kilter with your cutting here and start cutting crooked, which I often do. It's okay. You can feel my impatience growing with it just a little bit now. And you can see that when I got impatient, I really messed things up. So, one thing is that I have a problem with, and it's so easy to do, is to get off, let this part of the knife hit the front cover, the top cover. When that happens, it makes things bumpy down here. So sometimes you really do have to work at keeping your knife straight up and down. So I've got a little bit of ruffian stuff right there because my papers were starting to bunch up. So what I do there is I go ahead and I come back and I find a pair of scissors and I just straighten it up a little bit. You can see that's what happened down here was when I ran into some of these specialty papers, it was far easier to just continue cutting than to stop and fix them. So now I'm going to come back and I'm going to fix these if I can. Okay, we know it's cut right there, so let's finish cutting it right here. And now we'll put these back in the book. And we'll take a look at the next piece. It was these here. Now they're cut good here. It's just back there they're not. I think I need to sharpen my knife up a bit. I'm going to flip it over and go this way with it. Sacks can kind of be a problem too, because they start bunching up and stuff. So, because of the different weights of papers and stuff, it can be a little bit of a problem getting your book to come together nicely. But, you know, I think that's a last page. But maybe I didn't do it as a last page. Let's see. I might not have these in the right order now. That's the bad thing about taking it apart, is things get out of order. Like, so these. Okay, I think that's fine. If it bothers you, we can always find something to put along the edge here. So there is our second signature. Now, before you start again, clean up your area a little bit because you don't want all these papers in the way. Take this and put it back with your other signature. and decide where you might want it to be. I think I'll put it with this. There we go. It's very thin, so it's not going to hurt where you put it. It's not going to make much of a difference there. Okay. Now let's do this one. Hopefully I won't cut off anything that is important. Old paper there. I see it. I messed that one up, didn't I? Yep, got into some of those old papers there, and boy, that makes a mess. So, I'm going to take these, and I'm going to open it up like this so that they flop back out. I'm going to go ahead and cut those off. Just to kind of even them up a little bit. And those that don't even up a little bit, they'll get just a little bitty trim. And it should be okay. I need to put a new blade in my knife. That's part of the problem. Okay, I've cut this one a little too short, but it's going to be at the back of the book, so it's not going to really matter. Let's see, where's the beef? Ah, there it is. Right there. Okay. Let's put that one back in. Now, if you don't want to even these up, this is not something you absolutely have to do. There's one. It was too wide, and so I ended up cutting off the pieces we attached. So, we can put it back in this way if we want, or we can make a new page for it. It is the one that goes in the center, like so. I don't think that it hurts to have a torn page in there. It's kind of unique that way. This could be reattached here or not. This could be another piece inside the book somewhere. So let's go ahead and tear that off there. And I think we'll leave this as is. Now, how did you get so much bigger? I got you in the wrong place, don't I? Oh. I think if when I put it in, I must maybe put it in upside down or backwards or something. Anyway, let's see how it is now. Much better. So you just kind of have to work with the pages, guys. And, you know, some days it comes out absolutely perfect. And some days it just doesn't. I mean, you know, some days you get wonky cuts like crazy and it'll drive you mad. And other days, it's a-okay. We're going to just make these advertisements pieces for this piece right here. And we have one more signature to cut down. So now you're going to have all of your signatures trimmed down to size. And that means it will be time to sew them in. So we are going to do that on the next video. This is a tutorial and step by step. So now it's time, if you're working on this journal, to get your signatures ready to go. And when we come back, we are going to figure out how to sew them into this big old spine when we only have 4 signatures. And do we need to actually put in a 5th signature to make it fit this spine better? Or will our 4 signatures be more than enough to grace the pages of this beautiful cover? Now, these are going to get fatter. Oh yeah, they are. And, okay. So you can see from the top where that one is crooked. But you can also see from the top that some of them look pretty darn good. Let's see. So after these get fattened up a little bit, like this second signature there, they're going to take up some mighty good space. So they're going to go in right about there, because that's where they sit comfortably. So we'll probably be starting them right, you know, right about where they're comfortable. And then it looks like 4 will be enough. Now I don't want this thing to bulk way out, but it already is starting to. So yeah, it's one of those things. And of course, the signatures will be more even in there once we get everything tied in. So I'm going to cut down this last signature, and then when we come back together, which will be tomorrow, we will sew the signatures into the spine. Okay? So thanks for joining me today, and be careful with your cutting utensils if you're using a razor knife like I am, or a box cutter like I am. Be careful with all your sharp tools, even your sharp scissors. It's important. And even your sharp blades, because these are actually quite sharp. They probably cut paper just as good as that. So be careful with all of them. And don't forget, give this video a thumbs up, which is a like. You should know by now. Like it because you like it. And and leave a comment. I always love to hear from you. And you're welcome to share my videos as long as you're sharing appropriately. And what else? Be a subscriber. That'd be great. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me today, and happy page cutting with you. Bye-bye.